Oh, Lance. Why do you insist on bouldering to your favorite spots? Because look at this view. We beat the sun. It's gonna come up right there. This little rock down here is the special spot. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Good morning. Super excited about today's adventure. As you can see, you have met us about halfway up our hike this morning, and the sun hasn't even come up. We just had a huge cold front come through. Today, where my adventure is going to be is on this lake, and there's actually some fog that is coming up off of the lake. Ooh, there was a fish right there that just jumped. So what's awesome about that is that means that the temperature of the water in the lake finally cooling down, which I'm hoping finally pushes these walleye trout closer to shore so we can smack them with some jerk baits. We're gonna be fishing a dead stick and jerk baits today, so we're going after trout and walleye, but the walleye are super special. They were never planted here. They're not supposed to be here. I think I'm one of the few people on the planet that's figured out how to catch them out of this lake. And we're gonna be fishing on a super special little rock. Let's go. Look at that fog. Cool. That fog coming off the water. Just epic this morning. Let's see if we can beat it before it crests over that dam. Somebody remind me in the comments that I need to get some new shoelaces. These hiking boots are just about wore out the whole summer up in the mountains. This is where we depart from the regular trail. We head up, and then we're gonna follow the ridge, come down, and then cascade over to my special little tiny rock, which is calling my name today. So we've got probably another 15-20 minutes, but this is where the hike gets a little bit harder. Does Alpine Lance get tired a little bit? He gets a little tired. But we gotta beat the sun. We gotta beat that sun. Who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the logs, Bill? Who's gonna climb up the 30% grade, Bill? Who's gonna beat the sun? Alpine Lance. He's gonna do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Quite the burn. Look at these bonsais. Calling my name. We're on the descent now. Headed down the mountain. And we go back up a little bit more. And then down again. And then we are where we gotta be. Now we'll cross right here. We'll cross right here. We'll cross at this log. Across this log. Right, Bill? We're not gonna fall crossing the log, as we have superior balance. Woo, I'm getting excited. I have a really good feeling about today. A good feeling about the trout. A really good feeling about the walleyes. This change in weather, it's like, I have a feeling we're gonna smack them today. All the bait fish, real close to the shore. So the walleyes are not so deep anymore. That's the problem with them. Last time I was here with Bill, I only caught that little tiny walleye. Oh my God, target species! Target species, y'all! Seriously, we did it. Barely. Look how small this walleye is. I could probably even lip him, he won't hurt me. Look how small that walleye is compared to that Rapala. That is hilarious. See you, bud. Get huge. Get huge. We failed the 4 species challenge. We caught a rainbow, we caught a cupbo. We got that little walleye, no brown trout. So now from here, we're just racing along these cliffs, watching out for the rattlesnakes, as Bill got to encounter 2 last time he was here. So believe it or not, Bill, I am watching for them. Even though I go fast, a little slippery. Kind of be a bad deal to slide down that. And honestly, hopefully the rattlesnakes are sleeping right now because it's so early in the morning. They haven't started sunning, so it's kind of what we're aiming for. After Bill saw those two, though, I was a little worried last night, thinking about this hike today. Probably start the descent down. It's the final countdown. Let's go. Holy cow, I'm excited, boys. Bill, if you were wondering, hey, how the f is Lance so fast? Look what he's doing. So he's basically more or less jogging and running and hopping around these logs like a crazy person. That's how one of your best friends is a lunatic. But you already knew that. Oh yeah, no sun yet. It's gonna come up right over that ridge right there. Here we are, coming up on Walleye Cove. That's the spot that we're going towards here. You can see my little rock. Oh, Lance, why do you insist on bouldering to your favorite spots? Because look at this view. It's gonna come up right there. We're gonna smack. And this little rock down here is the special spot. Bill, I'm sorry, but the ladies like it, you know? The ladies like it. You can cut it out. You can leave it in. You can do what you want. Okay. We're rolling. Ready to rig up. Just gonna move this one right there. Toss this one up there. Hey Lance, why are you so hard on gear? Well, you're doing alpine stuff. You throw your rods around. You, sir, are a madman. That's why. Got a little surprise for everybody. At this lake, especially the last time, I have been fishing with a leader. Tipped it with a 6-pound fluoro. And the reason I'm doing that is because we're dead sticking this one. We're gonna put it under a bobber, and the fish get a lot more time to look at. The Berkeley Power Nymph that we're gonna put at the end of this with just a little jig. Okay, we've got our dead stick out there. We're just watching our bobber. The leader's probably down, maybe 18 inches from the surface. And then on this rod, what I'm gonna put is, it's gonna be our walleye rod. So we're going after walleye and trout today. We're using a Rapala X-Wrap, XR10. And in all the walleyes in this lake, what I found is that they're eating these little cut bows. My technique is reeling down 5 or 6 times, really fast. As soon as it hits the water, then a couple reels, let it die for 3 to 5 seconds. Maybe 1 reel, maybe 2 reels. And the die action is where it's at. Watch your line. If your line ever goes taut on the die, there is a fish eating it. Works for brown trout, works for rainbow trout, cut bows, but what we're after is walleye. Oop, there's a bobber. Bobber's down, bobber's down, bobber's down, bobber's down. Yep. Doesn't feel very big. Let him play out a little bit. Oh, that's a keeper. That's a keeper trout. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. That's about the size we're going after, actually. That's about the size we're going after. Oh yeah. Not a giant, but that'll be a perfect eater. A couple nice fillets off that sucker. Come on, buddy. There we go, got him. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Nice little salmon size. Sweet. Oh, he already snapped us off. That was quick. Perfect rainbow. I'll give you guys a look at this sucker here. We are keeping today. You can keep 2 out of this lake. Beautiful rainbow, probably about 17 incher, maybe 16, something like that. Perfect for the freezer. Perfect fillets off of this thing. And we're gonna get on the stringer. Let's go, boys. Woo! You gushed blood all over me. Perfect freezer material. Bobber was down, boys. Whoa. Okay. Recast. Wouldn't mind a super quick limit on these trout. And honestly, I'd probably quit fishing for the trout. Is the bobber down already? No, thought it was. It'd be easier to just manage, you know, the one rod with the X-Wrap. Where have all the walleyes gone? Where is their shiny skin? Where have all the walleyes gone? Ooh. I think I have a sinking brown trout Rapala too, and so I wonder if they're deeper. You know, this lake is hard to judge. This reservoir is like almost 6,000 feet in the air above sea level, and the water that feeds into it is from the St. Vrain, which directly comes from Rocky Mountain National Park, which directly comes from the Continental Divide, which directly comes from snowmelt. So it's always cold water, and I just wonder if they're just different up here. They certainly look different. Living in this clear water, they taste different. They're awesome, but they just seem to not be like a Dakota walleye or a Minnesota walleye or something like that, where they're wanting to bite right away in the morning, right at night, you know, right before dusk, right around dusk. These guys are sort of middle of the day. It's weird. And no brown trout. Where the heck are the brown trout on this jerkbait? That's what I've been waiting for too. It's like we should have got a brown trout by now. Second trip up here this fall. I usually give this lake a break in the summer because I'm busy alpining it all the way up. Without a follow, without a mention, you got to be whoop, whoop de doop. Okay, here's what we're going to switch to. So this will sink. This is a sinking one. It's in the brown trout flavor. So we're gonna let it sink probably like 30 seconds, up to 30 to 60 seconds. I'll probably start with like 60 seconds. Screw it. Let's just let it sink all the way to the bottom and then retrieve it up. Same sort of action, although it kind of looks a little derpy compared to the other one, but it still works. So maybe they're just deep. So we can let this sucker sink super deep. In about a minute. And we do the same retrieve action. A couple of jerky boys, a couple of reely boys, and a couple of posy boys. Come on, bobber. Oh no! There goes that. And there was a fish that just jumped. There goes that bait. So now we're back to the suspending bait. Have now been fishing for about an hour and a half, 90 minutes. One fish on the stringer, one bite, one lost lure, 0 walleyes. 0. There we go. Whoa, that was a cool bite. Whoa, that was awesome. Holy cow. Whoa, that was a cool bite. Whoa, that was awesome. Holy cow. Did you guys see that? Oh my God, what a freaking jump. That was sick. Wow, was almost sight fishing. Holy cats. Sick. Sick freaking fight. Wow. Oh, he's hooked good. He's hooked good. That's our limit of trout. On the jerkbait of all things. Holy cats. That was an adrenaline pumper, ladies and gents. Wow. Super cool. Super cool. And that's the biggest one of the day, for sure. Let me give you guys a look at this thing, if you'll calm down. Hey, 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 hey. Big cut bow. Wow, he really attacked it. Oh my gosh, that was cool. That was cool. Well, jerkbait, you finally did something. No freaking walleyes, but... Oh yeah, that's a big one. That's a big boy. That's a cut bow. That's what I'm talking about. That one is a fat one. On the freaking jerkbait. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Whoo! That one's a healthy one. All right, let's get you on the stringer, bud. I mean, that was a sick, sick fish. The freaking jump, everything. Big fat belly. Beautiful cut bow. That one's probably pushing 20 inches. Woo! That was a dandy bite. That made my morning. On the die, of course. When that jerkbait was dying, that's when he smacked it. So, what a multi-purpose bait. And just to give you guys some perspective. Oh yeah, yep, exactly. So, this one for sure, the first one is a rainbow. It didn't have any cuts at the bottom of him. This one for sure is a cut bow. It's got the marks there on him. And the cut bow is slightly bigger, a couple inches bigger. Dope, 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 dope bite. That was awesome. That was one of the best bites of the year by far. Sick, really sick. Whoo! I'm gonna reel in the bobber one now. I don't really care about doing a dead stick if we can't keep any more trout, honestly. I didn't bring any gulp minnows or anything like that. That might be the only thing that would do good. And if we don't have it's not really a slip bobber, so we can't really, you know, set it to like a depth of like 30 feet or something. That was a good fight. Dang, some of those trout fights so good. And I just want to point out too, fly guys, that was also caught with straight to braid. Straight to braid tactics here on Fishing with Lance. Braid gang, hashtag braid gang, hashtag let's go. I'll finish my breakfast too while I'm here. Sick. Such a cool bite. Just replaying it in my mind. All right, back to jerkbait action. Is this going to cover our middle to upper part of the water column, and then our jig is going to cover our lower end. So let's see what we can get. Okay, let's have the old jiggy boy. There's a lot of crayfish in here, so this will 100% look like a crayfish to walleye, to the trouty boys, all those sort of things. It's got these nice big tendrils. Kind of acts again as just like this all-in-one sort of bait. You don't get too far casted. That's probably the only bad part about it. That we're not going to get a lot of distance. Oh, thought I had a fish already. Shoot. Just a snagger. Let's go walleyes. Where the F are you? Come on, bro. Even just one, I'd be happy. You said you were happy after that rainbow cut bow, but YouTube, but people in the audience, I don't have a lot of patience for these walleyes. And then how the heck have we not got a brown trout lately? It should be right here. Bill, where are these Walters? I've been a good boy. Dang, y'all. I don't know. Thinking about putting out a dead stick again. Getting a little bored. It's basically about 15 minutes for flipping, flopping setups here. We already got our limit. We got our limit within the first 2 hours. Everything from here is going to be catch and release except for the Walters. If we can ever get one to bite. Right now, again, we're throwing a little tiny jig. Tip to the Berkeley Power Nymph. Letting it sink as much as possible. And it is just not warming up. I mean, I am borderline getting, like, I almost want to put another layer on here. It looks really nice, and it is really nice out, but temperature wise, not so much. Maybe I should just suck it up. Should I suck it up, Bill? All I know is this is where I have caught the most walleyes in this lake. Feel like we should catch some more. I mean, they got the little one the other day, but now it's a whole nother weekend. Temperature has dropped significantly. Water is actually probably warmer than the air right now, or close to it. It's definitely not as warm as it was last week, so it's cooling down. You'd think they'd be moving in. What is going on? You know, we're just, all we want is just, you know, 30-inch walleye. Just basically a lifetime trophy. Like, it's not too much to ask. Just a giant. Just a huge, huge walleye. That's all we're asking for, boys. Let's go. Right here. Big walleye. Big giant. Come on. Yep. I am going to frickin' layer up. Now I'm toasty. Now I'm cozy. 3 layers of wool. They've banned cotton. I would describe the feeling of the weather right now as crisp. Very crisp kind of feeling. The wind started blowing right towards me. Maybe that explains why, like, we're not getting a lot of bites. Because that would be from the east. They say when the wind's from the east, terrible, terrible time to fish. So I don't know. Which time we got left before we think we're out of here? Oof. 70 minutes, boys and girls. 70 minutes. Oh, you shoes. You dirty shoes. Whoa! Oh. Jeez, the pole almost went in the water. Holy cow. I went to tie my shoes. Wasn't even looking. And I think we got a mega. Dang, y'all. Wasn't even looking. The dead stick coming through. Jeez. That was a crazy. That was crazy. That one looks pretty big. Holy cats. We're gonna let him play out a little bit. This one we're gonna release. Hopefully it's not a gut hook. Oh yeah, he's really jumping, that's for sure. Oh no. Coming right towards us now. He's deep. Oh, this other rod. Yeah, one's pretty big. About as big as the last one we had. I don't think he's gut hooked, so that's good. Yep, he's coming up to the surface now, taking another run. That is a pretty good fish. Another trout, another cut bow. Whew, I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Or it just almost took the frickin' pole in the water. That was cool. Oh, there he goes. And he got away with our frickin' jig. Son of a gun. All right, well, you got to see that one anyway. Shoot. Oh, now I'm shaking. I'm shaking, Bill. I'm shaking after that one. I was just not prepared for that at all. Ah, it's 2 we've lost like that. Just like shaky. Completely shaky. Okay, we're gonna do it again. Man, he was really taking off with that. Holy cow. I was like, I thought at first I hit I hit my rod with my feet or something, and then that sucker was on there. Man. No walleyes though, guys. We are just on a mission here, and we just cannot do it. Wowza. Okay. Now, can we tie this shoe? Is that possible without getting another bite? Freaking hilarious. Oh, there's one finally. Finally a jumper over there. Watch we start catching walleyes. We don't leave. I mean, honestly, if I caught a walleye right now, I would stay for another hour. Walleye Cove, what is going on? Why aren't you producing? Are you gonna make me come back here tomorrow? What is swimming right there? No brown trout. I don't understand it. Did pretty good at the brown trout this spring. Nothing happening right now. Yeah, 11:59. One more cast. One more time, boys. All right, that's all she wrote for Jerkbait Boy today. And that's it for the dead stick today. Not a bad performance. Been a lot cooler if we would have caught that last one. All right, well, that's gonna do it for us today. But I tell you what, we're gonna be back tomorrow for some revenge on these walleyes, and hopefully we get a brown trout or two. We're gonna try a different spot because I just don't know if they're congregated here. There's a point I think they might be congregated at, so we're gonna try that. See you soon. Bill, it's so awesome having you as a cameraman because, video man, because then I get to talk to somebody all day instead of myself. Love you, bye.